Salutations and welcome back to ABE'S Exoddus. This is Edgar. In the previous installment, we had a couple of stupid deaths, but we have cleared our way through the first 5 tunnels. Tunnel 6 awaits. And here we are. Tunnel 6 will introduce us to a new obstacle, and this one can be a real pain to negotiate. This is the obstacle here. It's a motion detector. If it catches you moving, it will sound the alarm, waking up all the nearby enemies, and naturally this is not something you want to do. Motion detectors tend to follow a specific pattern, so you can watch its movement for a little bit to see when it changes direction. Mudokons and enemies are also capable of activating motion detectors, but generally speaking, they're meant solely for you. We need to make our way to the lower left end of the area. A minecart is there, and not only does being in it make us virtually invincible, it will also be required to proceed up the tracks. Hell. Well, now you all know what happens if you trip a motion detector. Let's take this carefully. That fast-moving one is the one that caught me on the move. This one is rather slow. Let's ignore the bombs and hop over to the minecart. You don't have to worry about them when you're in the minecart. Heck, the minecart will just set off disabled bombs anyway. Sure is nice being invincible in this thing. Just remember that any Mudokons you run into will be crushed. Inch your way onto the screen to the right. 3 Mudokons below, as well as a patrolling guard. Drop down when he is under you to squash him. Be sure to get out of the minecart before moving, else you run the risk of crushing the Mudokons. Get their attention and lead them to the right, but be sure to open the bird portal quickly, or they'll walk over the lethal drop. That's them sorted. You'll need to get back into the minecart to progress. Take it over the lethal drop. The track will run out and you'll crash into an unfortunate guard. To the right are more Mudokons, but a few guards are on patrol. Specifically, there are 3 guards. The first Mudokon is on this screen. A guard will patrol this way before long. Oh dear. If he comes here, I'll crush him with the minecart. Never mind. The guard did not pursue me. Since we already disabled the bomb, let's lead the Mudokon off the screen. He will activate the alarm, so hop into the minecart after he walks to the left side of it and crush the guard who responds to the klaxon. This is the stupidest guard ever. Alright, we've taken out 2 of the 3 guards. The third is down the far end guarding the bird portal, so let's get these Mudokons to the left side of the minecart. Naturally, we have to disable this bomb first. The alarm will be set off, alerting the final guard, but we will just crush him with the minecart. Now that the way is clear, we can lead all 3 Mudokons to the bird portal. We will need the minecart to progress, so let's leave it here. Don't worry about the alarm anymore, there are no enemies left and it is therefore a harmless obstacle.
Wait. Follow me. Okay.
Let's let them out. Hop back into the minecart and follow the track around and up to progress. Get out of the minecart at this side of the screen. There is a guard patrolling on the screen to the right, and to spare the Mudokons we will have to lure him to the minecart to crush him, but first... I am not entirely sure why the jingle plays there. Not only is it an insanely obvious secret. Okay, sure, just spam the nice sounding jingle, it's not like I mind. Be sure to get the 2 Mudokons on the top onto the lower level, or they won't run into the portal. Time to backtrack. Only 3 Mudokons remaining in Tunnel 6, and they can be found on the screen directly to the right of where I left the minecart. Now, as I was saying earlier, there is a guard on patrol, and I really need to start calling them Sligs. That's their proper name. You need to get the Slig's attention, lure him to the minecart and squash him, but you need to sneak over and deactivate the bomb first, otherwise the dickhead will run right into it and blow up 2 of the Mudokons. You won't need the minecart after that. Lead the Mudokons to the right and open the portal for them, and that's all the Mudokons in Tunnel 6 rescued.
Okay.
Nothing to do now but head into the doorway. We have reached Tunnel 7, and as you can see from the board, the last 4 Mudokons in the Necrom mines aren't here. Pull the lever and sneak your way past this Slig, but be aware that he will wake up anyway because he's a cheating prick. You're safe from his shots while you're up here. Let's let the big guy handle business. In order to get a mind control going, wait for him to leave and re-enter the screen. He'll attempt to run in the completely wrong direction, and won't escape your clutches. What an idiot.
This British overlord has assumed control. It has assumed control. Okay, Squid Face, it's time for a crash course in target acquisition. Take a look over there. 2 of those targets are hostiles. Take them out. All wrong, dickhead. You shot the friendly. I have no use for a minion that cannot aim worth shit.
With both Sligs now dead, we want to proceed right and jump into the bucket. I hope you're quick on your feet. You must pull the lever as you run or you will be stuck later. We've escaped that group, but there is another on the screen below. Once again you must pull the lever as you make your dash. Man, cutting it close with that. We could teleport to the foreground, but the Sligs over there will just murder the shit out of us. We need to get another mind control going and take them out long distance. Okay, what the hell are the Sligs doing? Did they really go back to sleep? What a useless pair these Sligs are. Since they were too inept to chase me properly, let's do it again. At least I don't have to pull the lever in the middle of the run anymore. Alright big guy, you're up. Oh man, he's going to be pissed about that.
This British overlord has assumed control. It has assumed control. You're going to die for what you did, but first, you're going to gun down all your buddies. You will watch this. Rat-a-tat-tat, motherfucker. I hereby claim Tunnel 7 in the name of the mighty British Empire. Now fling yourself into that wall. Your British overlord demands it. Get colonized, bitch.
With the 2 Sligs in the background and the 3 in the foreground dispatched, we are free to teleport to the foreground and proceed. You'll need to hop into the minecart to climb the track, and if you missed either of the 2 levers, there will be doors blocking the path, and you'll have to come all the way back to pull them. careful here, make sure you don't crush the nearby Mudokon with your momentum. See that? Even going super slowly I almost hit him. Lead all 4 Mudokons in this area to the left, the portal is by the exit of Tunnel 7.
Follow me. Okay.
We have saved all 75 Mudokons in the Necrom mines. Shout out to the big guy for not shooting any of them.
I want to do it so badly.
Only one task remains. We are returning to Z-Boiler, and we are going to overload the bastard. It is going to blow the fuck up and take the Necrom mines with it, but bizarrely the pair of rooms with our sick friends and the bucket leading to Fico Depot will remain untouched. You can't explain that. Let's start by heading down this way. Over here, you can find the emergency exit. It's closed, but it will open when we turn the 3 valves necessary to overload Z-Boiler. You might recognize this place, this is where we were introduced to slugs. Let's see about those valves. You'll have to climb your way up this area to find them. That's one of the valves there. There are 3 valves like that, and all 3 are defended by an electrical field. You can disable the fields by pulling a lever at the very top of this area, so make your way up. Mind the flying slig as you proceed. Here is the lever to disable the electrical fields. You'll have to turn all 3 valves, but you will be hounded by the flying slig the entire time you are working. This one is particularly persistent. If he's causing you too much trouble, you can hide in the shadows until he goes off to search for you elsewhere. Let's turn valve number 1. One down, 2 to go. Just remember that when you turn the last valve, you'll have about 15 seconds to escape the ensuing explosion. I guess he failed to notice me as I ran right past him in plain sight. Well, whatever, let's see about the valve. Oh, screw off, you prick. Right, he's buggered off, we're free to turn valve number 2. Two down, 1 final valve to go. Crap, there's no shadow here. Never mind, the flying slig is an idiot. We're free to turn the last valve, which will overload Z-Boiler. Explosion incoming, let's move those legs. Farewell, Necrom Mines. Talk about a massive change in scenery. Welcome to the Necrom Forest. As gloomy as this place looks, I really like the atmosphere here, but it will be sadly short-lived. We are going to have to make our way through the Necrom Forest to reach our next 2 destinations. Let's proceed to the left. Notice the bottles on the ground. There's a secret under this screen. You'll have to make a drop into a bucket to access it. Position yourself here and jump to the right. Talk about a massive change in scenery. Geez, deja vu anybody? Anyway, this is a setting we will not see in the main game for a very long time. It's a rather dirty looking place. Now, there are 3 sligs patrolling in the background who can shoot at us, and we can't mind control them because of the orb, so we will have to rely on cover to make it to the next screen. Quickly hop over the gap. Or just fall into the gap and eat the bag of shit. It works just as well, I suppose. Jump, I say. Bugger got capped in the dome. Avoiding the slick fire is rather difficult. It helps if you run as soon as they start to move, because they have to finish their walk cycle before they can unload their guns in your direction. Once again we have to use cover to proceed without being riddled with bullets. This part here looks like a real bastard. I knew that shit was going to happen. Better keep trying. This is an absolute pain in the bum. It's a pain in the bloody bum. What developer decided to make sligs in the background BMLG level with those bloody machine guns? Finally I made it to the cover. Now we need to progress along the top and into the next screen. I'll do my best to not get shot. Excellent. Let's take a look. Oh hell, it's timed. Think Edgar, think. The bombs, deactivate them. Fucking shit, damn, I timed the bomb incorrectly. Edgar, you stupid son of a bitch, what the fuck are you doing? All of you get the fuck over here right bloody now.
Okay.
Oh man, that was tense as hell. Okay, the bird portal buggered off, so we are going to hop into that bucket to return to the previous screen, but in the meantime we have to wait for the drill to get out of the way. Taking bloody decades. Anybody notice the board and how it says volunteers? Sure, volunteers, let's go with that. Okay, into the bucket. What the fucking shit, it spat me out of the secret. I have to do it again. Son of a bitch. This secret really begins to test my patience. It occurred to me that I'd been trying this the stupid way. All of you hurry and move.
Okay.
God bloody damn it.
Oops.
You know what, mate, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Get the hell out from under the drill, you fucking brainless morons.
Wait. Okay.
Everyone, there's a slow-moving lethal drill directly above, and it is approaching me at a snail's pace, and to survive I just need to step to the side. Whatever the fuck am I supposed to do? My room temperature IQ can't figure it out. Clearly the best course of action must be to remain stationary. Stupid motherfuckers, if there's a single brain cell among the three of them, then it's fucking dying of loneliness. Fuck this secret, I am out. Well, that was fun. I told you this game was tough. Of course, you can ease the difficulty level a bit by not going for all 300 Mudokons, but then we won't get the best ending, so hard mode it is. Anyway, bullshit secret area aside, we now need to make our way through the Necrom Forest to our next two destinations. Those destinations are ancient vaults, each one dedicated to both a specific tribe of Mudokons as well as a specific native animal. Make your way to the left and climb the wall, but watch your step, a fall out here means certain death. We will need to drop into that bucket on the lower left of the area. Down we go. The bucket will spit you out to a higher area. Proceed to the right. This gap is a bit too far for even a running jump, so don't attempt it or you will fall to your doom. Instead, let's see what this thing has to say. We are taught about a different type of bird portal. It has the same appearance as the portals we have been using to free Mudokons, but this one will remain open when you stop chanting, and Abe himself can jump into it to be transported elsewhere. One such portal conveniently shows up here, and we can hop through it to reach the other side of the chasm. Strange way of getting around. Head right. Nothing but a bucket, so hop in. Head right. You'll have to roll to reach the next area. You are presented with a pair of doors, but they are both locked. In order to open one, we will have to complete a puzzle of sorts. Do you see the 4 braziers around this screen? We will have to use some hint things to light those braziers, and once all 4 are lit, one of the doors will open and we will be able to proceed inside. The first hint is here. Let's see what it has to say. This one will give you a brief backstory about the 2 Mudokon tribes and how they buried their dead heroes in the 2 vaults out here in the Necrum Forest. Those vaults are our destination. Now you can see that the fire above is lit. Using that hint thing has also lit one of the 4 braziers at the doors, so we need to locate the other 3 hint things to progress from this area. Here's another. This one will tell you how to free Mudokons using bird portals, which makes it kind of pointless, as some Mudokons are absolutely mandatory to free. Drop into the left bucket to be spat out up above. 2 more hint things remain, and both are to the left. Hop into this bucket to go sailing around in the background. Here's the next one. This one will basically bang on about how you're the savior of the Mudokons. It will also talk about rescuing spirits, but I don't need to cover that just yet, not that it's particularly complicated. Hop into the nearby bucket to return. Head left and ride the elevator down to reach the last hint thing. This one is actually useful. It's going to tell us about the vaults a bit more specifically, and will even show us a picture of the guardian creatures. To the right is a paramite, and to the left is a scrab. We are going to have to deal with both of these nasty looking critters as the game progresses, and which of the 2 I will encounter first is up to you. The hint will also say that if you mess up, you are fleech food. Fleeches will be encountered out here in the Necrum Forest, and they are real jerks. I will talk about fleeches when we encounter the little buggers, but for the moment, we have lit all 4 braziers, so let us return to the doors. The top door has opened, so we can now proceed inside. What a happy looking room this is. Check out the bones and shit. Proceed to the right. It's not necessary to enter this bird portal, but I will do so to show you where it leads. Our 5 sick friends are here, and just as hungover as ever.
Oh, yeah.
To the left of this screen is the still inert bucket that leads to Feco Depot, but we will have to complete the 2 vaults before we can do a damn thing in this area. You can leave using another bird portal. It will return you to the bone-filled area. Use the hint thing next to the door. Basically, the spirits will make a deal of sorts with you. If you can free them from their shackles, they will provide you with the cure for those 5 sick Mudokons, and you can then use them to make your way to Feco Depot. The door is now open. Step through it to return outside. There is now a bird portal that can take us to a new area, so let's hop into the bitch. There's bugger all in this area, so proceed to the right and enter the solitary door to continue. You know what that door looks like? Gives a whole new meaning to scenery porn. We are about to be introduced to a new enemy, and noise is a factor, so sneak your way to the next screen. There are two new creatures here. One of them is harmless. Those black crawling things on the ground are called slurks, and they won't harm you, but they're still annoying because they make a loud noise if you happen to step on them. Stepping on them will wake up the sleeping green things, and thankfully those three are trapped. Those are fleeches, and fleeches are dangerous. They have long tongues which they can attack you with. They can even use those tongues to climb ledges. The rule of thumb is as follows. If you take 6 hits from fleeches in any given area, you can survive, but hit number 7 will result in you being devoured. Another group of 3 trapped fleeches, so just make your way down from the left. Now we're not so fortunate. These fleeches are able to get to us if we don't enter the bucket fast enough. You can move quite a bit faster than fleeches if you run. So take your pick as to whether you want to be a runner or a sneaker. The bucket will spit you out near a new kind of door. There is also a large padlock here, as well as a hint thing. If you use the hint thing, it will order you to not smack the padlock to free the spirit, but it was placed there by a Glukkon, so naturally we are going to say fuck that shit and smack the padlock. Doing this will release the spirit, and the spirit will open the door for us. This is going to become standard practice in the vaults. You can see how many spirits you must free simply by looking at how many lights are on the panel to the left of the door. We are going to have to pull 2 levers here to open the door and escape the nearby fleech. Crap. Good enough. Three levers and 2 fleeches this time. Just a quick tip about slurks, it doesn't matter if you are running, walking, sneaking or rolling, moving while one is on you will result in it being squished. I took 3 hits there, but they are reset when you enter a new area. 3 levers and 3 fleeches, fun stuff. Just so you know, those 7 hits needed to kill you do not have to come from a single fleech. Whichever fleech gets hit number 7 will kill you, regardless of how many times it had hit you before. They're pretty easy to outmaneuver in a room with lots of ledges. 2 fleeches in here, as well as 2 levers and 3 rings. Let's start with the rings, we can't activate them while on the run. And now for the 2 levers. Took 4 hits that time, but no matter, we escaped. In this area, we are going to learn about a fancy new ability, in the form of the ability to cloak. Let's see what this hint thing has to say on the subject. You can get a single use of this cloak ability by smacking the appropriate padlock, and can activate it by chanting, but the main thing to note is that the hint will say that nothing lasts forever. Simply put, your cloak has a limited duration, so you need to decide when the best time to go invisible is. This hint thing will parrot the one above, so no need to use it. Drop down from here. This is the padlock in question, you can tell from the green pulse effect. Go ahead and give it a smack. You are now carrying around a charge of the cloak, and can activate it anytime you like with a quick chant. It doesn't matter if a red orb is around to shock you, you'll still get your cloak. We will use this one when we reach the bottom left of the area in order to pass that small army of fleeches to the right. Alright, here should be good. Remember that the cloak has a time limit, so don't screw around once you use it. Fleeches can't lick what fleeches can't see. When you start to fade back in, you have only a few seconds remaining. Into the door post haste. We are done fucking about with the fleeches. Proceed to the left, and head through the solitary door. Simply hop over this gap. Proceed to the left, and you will see that we have reached our destination. We'll need to get to the background. Let's start by using this bird portal to pass the chasm. Go left and hop into the bucket. It will spit you out in the background, so proceed to the right to approach the two giant statues. You can reach the Mudanshi vault by entering the nearby bucket, and you can reach the Mudomo vault by dropping down from the ledge. If you use the hint thing here, it will tell you about the two tribes, as well as the two vaults, and about how each vault remains defended by its guardian animal. You will need to complete both vaults to free all the spirits, and you can complete the vaults in either order you wish. That being the case, I shall now leave it up to you viewers. Shall I first head to the Baron Mudanshi vault and go toe-to-toe with the primal scrabs, or shall I head instead to the darkness of the Mudomo vault and deal with the paramites? Cast your votes in the comments. I await your directions, and will wrap this video up here. This has been Edgar, and as always, thank you for your patronage.